What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing today? I am Dee Love. Welcome to the village. How are you guys? How are you mentally? How's life been affecting you? Are you back at work? Are you wearing your masks? Please tell me y'all are wearing your masks. I see so many people no mask, no mask. Yes, I have on my mask, but I'm offended when you don't have on yours, okay? Trust me. Somebody gonna kick my ass, trust. That might happen too. Somebody might fuck me up. Okay, so don't be surprised if y'all hear about it, right? I was at the ATM machine the other day. This girl come riding up on her scooter. No mask, on her phone talking, because y'all know that's one of the things. You're not really supposed to be talking and stuff because your little spit droplets are going out into the air. And I was like, where's your mask? Now, mind you, my mouth is covered, but you can see my eyes and my face give everything away how I feel. So I'm like, where's your mask? She said, I already had it. So if I get it again, it won't be that bad. I was like, but what about other people? Like, what are you talking about? And what makes you think that it won't come back and kill you again? You know what I'm saying? There's always special circumstances. Invincible bitches. But I need y'all to wear the damn mask. Wear the mask and cover your nose. Don't be talking around me and you don't have your damn mask on. Back up off me, and I mean that. And y'all should mean that too. Prayers out to all the protesters. Hopefully they don't come down with anything. And they said that rest in peace George Floyd, that he had COVID-19 too. And I hope they don't think that that's going to get them off the hook, because it's not, because we all saw what happened. So don't even try to get away from that. You know, I don't like the verbiage that they use on the news. I done already told y'all that. You know, like, they kind of dismiss things. Not kind of, fuck it. They dismiss things. They reword them to make it seem less than. And also, I saw where the FBI issued a statement, and this was hilarious too. They issued a statement and they said for people to send in any brutality that they've seen, you know, people doing, meaning the rioters, protesters, looters, whatever you want to call them. James, shut up. Shut up, white boy James. I'm talking about you. Oh, hi, Melissa. I'm sorry, Melissa. I never talked that way around you. You're Antifa. I know who you are. As long as you hold me down, we good. Yes. What are you doing? Checking on the bird? But did you see the family of like 20 baby squirrels it's like 20 baby squirrels up in them trees? They're up there because I was out here 2 days ago. And they came out. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. It was so many of them. Mexican. It's typical white boy shit. Y'all see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let me tell y'all about white people and racist people. Because see, James is a pretend Antifa person. But let me tell y'all, he talk all that shit. He's a badass, but he's scared to pick up dog shit. Where is the dog? Hi, Melissa. See, Melissa has it. What? Oh, we know that. You know I know that. Of course. You're special. I like you. You're a good one.
You know I love everybody.
We know that. What?
So I was on Facebook and I put a picture of like, listen, I'm all about protesting.
Of course.
It's wrong what happened, but I'm not down for the looting. It's wrong. It's
right.
People's businesses, you know what I mean? I put something like that's wrong, and a friend of mine is white says I'm a racist white supremacist. Because I just said that's wrong.
You know what it is? Is that you don't understand.
Oh, maybe not.
No, but you don't understand, and you don't feel the pain of the African American in America.
No,
because
but there's white people that get shot too.
No, but it's more than about that. No, there's not white people who are getting shot all the time. You saw that man choked out in the middle of the day downtown.
There was a white guy in Virginia shot in the back with no weapon on him the other day by a white cop.
Right. It's two different things. And also, not only that, you have to look at the economic gap. We're good, okay? But there are people who are really poor people who've been...
Trump's fixing that.
Trump's an idiot. We need him gone.
No,
he needs to magically poof, disappear into thin air.
The way he's going, he'd be voted right back in.
I should hope not.
You'd rather have Joe Biden?
Listen, I'd rather have Cardi B at this motherfucking point. Hello.
Imagine.
I'd vote for Cardi B because she'd have enough sense to get a team and have them do some work. That man has done nothing but cause chaos and hell. If America was already racist, he ripped the Band-Aid off.
Joe Biden ain't going to do anything better. He's worse.
The thing about Biden is he has association. He's associated with some people who do some shit. Trump is only associated with other people like himself. Old ass white racist men. We will never grow that way.
Can't hear this. It's coming through.
You hear it. You know what I'm saying.
All I care about is how I work every day. I'm
Yeah, and exactly. That's all you care about. That's why you can't understand the plights of what the people are saying. That's why you need to go and take that goddamn post down about the looting. You don't have to support it, but you need to understand it. This pain in America. Where are the black men in my age group? They're dead or in prison. Do you know how many black men are doing time for crimes they didn't commit? Hello? But y'all don't care about that. You only care about the guilty ones, you know?
I love everything.
Yes.
Play it in.
I'll see you later. We need to talk more often. You need some education. Okay, back to what the fuck we were saying. I don't even know what we were saying. Let me get back to the notes. Threw me off my game. See, they don't understand. Just like I was talking to a classmate of mine. We were talking about elementary school. When I went to elementary school, we were like the first black kids bust out. So my school was like way on the other side of town. It was like a half-hour bus ride there and back, right? And check it out, y'all. I used to be bus sick every day, but I didn't know what that shit was. We didn't have internet, so I didn't know I was motion sick, but I get motion sickness. Okay. But anyway, so we were talking about it, and this teacher, they put up a picture, and it was me in 5th grade. And I was like, oh, that's Miss Schulman, the evil Miss Schulman. So one of my friends said to me, the white friends, he said, yeah, but she was just mean. She wasn't racist. I said, now, like, see, this is the thing about white people. You can't tell me who the fuck is racist and who is not, because you are not in my skin and you are not living my life. So, like, I explained to him real quick. I said, but he didn't respond to that yet. See, he probably home marinating on that, because that's my dude. We've been friends since kindergarten, so I'm not really concerned about him. I know he don't hate black people, but they gotta come to an understanding. See, we can't be impatient with them, because a lot of them, they want to do right. They're gonna say the wrong shit because they don't understand. But like I explained to him about the evil Miss fucking Schulman, just being mean and being a racist are the same fucking character traits, just so you know. So how do we know the bitch wasn't being racist? But see, I could always hold my own shit because my mama raised me like that. You know, like my mama taught me early on how to pop shit. If somebody get it fucked up, this is how you read a bitch down. I've been reading bitches for a long time. I don't play that. I'll hurt you with my words. Okay. Now, he done threw me all off of what the hell I was talking about. I don't even remember. Anywho. All right. So, are y'all mad about Madonna's son doing that dance tribute to Black Lives Matter? People were offended for some reason. I'm not really sure why. He was dancing to a Michael Jackson song. He is a black youth. His mama just happens to be Madonna. And what y'all have to understand as well is when black children are raised with white parents, they do have some different tendencies, but those are still our children at the end of the day. So he is a young black man, and if he felt like that's how he wanted to contribute, kudos to him. I'm not going to drag him for that. So I feel like shame on you if you're being mean to a teen, if that's how he feels like he's expressing himself. Think about it. How many black down ass people he hanging around with on the reg? Probably. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be inclusive of all black people, including transgenders. I saw where a transgender Ayana was attacked in Minnesota, and that shit is unacceptable. I'm sorry, that's someone's child as well. All right, we need to be loving on everybody, and whether you like people or not, just you don't have to be bothered with them. You don't have to deal with them. You don't have to break bread with them, ever. But we need to respect one another all overall. Trump is being called a dictator. I'm just gonna call him a dick. And we'll leave that there. All right, so the military have been released. You know, luckily our governor in Connecticut is not about that bullshit. He said that's not what we were going to do here. He was on the phone call with him that day as well, and he went left. Did y'all see where the New York City police blacked out the other night and did not do anything at all when they let those rioters or whatever the hell run all through New York? Okay, and then so it's either we're not going to protect and serve, or we're going to beat and brutalize. You know, you can't have an in-between. Police brutality is a reality, believe that. So, you know, I did see an officer of 25 years here in Connecticut, and he was saying that he was an officer of 25 years, and he said that his whole career had been wiped away in that 8-minute video. And I get that, because guess what? All cops are not complete and total assholes. You know, I've had some running with police too, and I'm going to be real with y'all. Out here, because I guess they're outnumbered, black cops. But I'd rather deal with a white cop on some real shit, because them black cops be tripping, really tripping, like on some bullshit. So yeah, I'd rather deal with them young white cops, because the good thing about them is this: it's a good cop and a bad cop. You know what I'm saying? Pick which one is who. And like I told y'all, whenever I come in contact with the police, you gotta be on some respectful shit. Period. Fuck all your ego and all that. I'ma do no. Fuck all that. You can't stand the police. That's good. You hate them bitches once you get away from the situation. The goal is to get home. Okay. The goal is to get home, because you gotta remember they crazy. A lot of them are fucking mentally ill, and that's some real shit. And I was watching a video, and it was interesting because in the video, the boy said, "I could see it in his eyes." All right, so I see this video. So a little while later, my friend calls me, and now he drives tractor trailers. But he was training with a dude. So they had picked up the truck. The trailer was being repaired, and they made a wrong turn. So they was trying to turn around, but in a fucking state trooper barracks. Okay, and he said the guy came out. He was terrified. He was like, "Damn, you can see it in his eyes." So he walked back a half mile on the fucking highway back to where the shop was. Luckily, it wasn't further. And when he walked in, the people could see that he was like, scared. What the fuck happened? So he's telling them, and they're like, what? What was he going to do? And I'm telling you, these people made moves. And the funny thing about this situation is that my friend has been on the road all this time. So he didn't really know shit has been moving this week. Like, things have been happening, and shit is getting really real. But the fear that he had as a grown man, that cop was going to shoot and kill him because he turned into the wrong place. We shouldn't have to live our lives like that. That is the reality of it all. You know what I'm saying? And people are not grasping that. Like Trina, Miss Trina said that, she not worried about it because she have her license and registration when she get pulled over. Bitch, where have you been? See, a lot of people, I told y'all, are out of touch with reality. They don't watch news. They only worried about bullshit. And as far as Trina is concerned, I'm going to say this about Trina. Y'all want to cancel Trina out. I'm not going to cancel Trina out. I am going to give Trina a pass. I think Trina needs some rehab, some counseling, and some grief counseling and some therapy, because that girl is in pain and that girl is broken. Her mother died a few months ago. And if you have never experienced that, I pray for you. That is one of the hardest things you're ever going to go through in your life, the death of your mother. And especially if you were friends with your mother was your everything, that shit will change you. Only the strong survive. You got to be careful how you move. So a few weeks ago, when the versus battles were going on, I saw a video that Trina did responding to Kaya. And in that video, I noticed the media. I'm like, what is she on? Girl, hi is a Kuda Brown. Okay. And Kaya reads her for filth. Kaya's filthy reads on Trina alone will have a bitch depressed. Okay. And the sad thing about it is a lot of this shit is true, because I saw a picture on, what's her name? Geisha's page, and it was Trina bent over. She had to have been high to have allowed all those men to have their hands up her ass like that. It was disturbing. So if y'all know Geisha 305, go over to her page and check the picture out. But that lets you know, like, this girl has been in the struggle for a minute. Like, she needs to heal, like a lot of people do, because happy people do happy things. The way Trina spoke to Trick on that radio show, I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. He's trying to stop you. And the sad thing about that was, as for black women, we have to acknowledge and recognize what happened in that instance when she wouldn't shut the fuck up. He was trying to talk her down. She wouldn't be quiet. She was over talking him. The same thing Shekinah did to Tory Lanez. Y'all don't even want to know who I thought Tory Lanez was. I thought Tory Lanez was not Dave East, the other one, the light-skinned one. So, I thought he looked like that. But anyway, love me some Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was like, listen, Shekinah, you need to turn down. You need to be quiet. And she just couldn't. And she wouldn't listen. They were crying over material things. They don't understand why people are tearing up things. They don't get it. I know a lot of people don't understand. Is it wrong? Yes, to some degree. You know what I'm saying? But in the grand scheme of shit, I know what time it is. See, a lot of y'all don't know what time it is. You choose to be blind. So You know, what Public Enemy say? You're blind, baby. You're blind to the facts. You can't see what I can see. You're blind. So, you're angry with the people. Like they were trying to explain to them. Even Trick, Tory Lanez, saying the same things to these two black women. Listen, you ladies have money. You ladies are at home. No. But F that, da. You know, you have to have compassion for other people. And where did y'all come from? I mean, y'all didn't come from money, silver spoons in your mouth. Now all of a sudden you're better than, and you can do better than, and people you don't understand. I mean, there are so many chinks in America's armor. I mean, I was thinking about it today. I'm like, we need jobs. Not just jobs, because see, y'all weren't paying attention when Donald Trump sent the Mexicans and sent all of them away and took away their landscaping or whatever their, you know, a lot of them, you know, worked on farms and stuff. That's what they expected you to do. Right. No, those are not the jobs we need, because we're all very skilled and we want the same pay. Like, why am I making $65,000 but this bitch is making $93,000? What the fuck is that about? You know? Why does my friend have a master's degree, completed the CPCU, got an A+ on every course, but the white woman sitting across from him is a VP and he's not? How is this possible? It's not fair. But that's the shit that goes on. And see, the people who are comfortable, they're comfortable, so they don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Never mind the people who out here working $6.35 an hour, who got to work 4 jobs, who gross $380 a week. Okay, then you gotta fuck with FICA. Y'all know FICA, right? FICA and Antifa, the same bitches, if you ask me. FICA, Antifa, and Electoral College. Who the fuck are these people, really? Where's our money really going? Like, y'all are not mad that billion-dollar corporations do not pay taxes, but before you see any of your money, some of your shit is gone, okay? You gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for healthcare, all right? Even if you use it or you don't, and then if you need it for certain shit, they're not covering that. You know, it's a whole big scam going on, and the American people have been paying for it. We've been, you know, who do y'all think they are when they say that upper 1%? Like, y'all are not really thinking. The upper 1% is benefiting and clocking and, you know, enjoying life. And we're down here struggling. People, like I said, are working 3 jobs. Why aren't your kids able to go to private schools, huh? Why is it that there are people who've never left the country, but these people go away on every spring break, every Christmas, living grand? There's enough for everybody. But we have a problem with sharing. Even here on YouTube, you see how people are. They don't share. People won't share. Word to her. If people think that you a little bit better than them, they ain't trying to share. They ain't trying to fuck with you. It's definitely a hate situation going on, and that needs to change all around. And that goes back to the Dominican people. I don't know if I spoke on them before. James interrupted me. Okay, let's get back to the Dominicans. So the Dominicans didn't want to be a part. They don't want the black people marching through their neighborhoods, right? But we need to stop marching our asses over to their hair salons and giving them our money too. We are inclusive of all groups, but all groups are not inclusive of us, okay? So as far as putting the Asians on the list of people who we're going to black out with, I don't know about that, because the Asians ain't fucking thinking about y'all. Aren't those same Asians the same Asians who lock y'all in their hair salons? I mean, their hair stores, and beat y'all in the nail salon, and now y'all want to stand hand in hand? And if I'm not mistaken, I haven't seen many Asians out and about anyway. So, you know, those people ain't fucking with you, and that's fine. They don't have to. They got their own issues. They got their own community. Notice that. Asians don't even advertise. They don't. Black women, we need to start going back to our own salons. Real shit. We need to start investing in our own communities, and that would help. But we also need to stop talking shit about each other behind each other's back and hating on one another. You need to stop trying to get over, you know, if the price is $25, the price is $25, okay? I don't give a fuck that you're my cousin. I don't care that you're my best friend from 7 years ago. Like people don't care. People need the money. Pay the people. And it's sad because when you are closely connected with somebody, you could do the same work as someone else, right? But they would rather go pay someone else because if you know them, they feel like when you do it, it should be for free. And why the fuck is that? That makes no sense. But you will go pay somebody else. But you want your peoples to do the shit for you for free. No, that's not how we grow. But the prices need to come down a little bit, even if you got to start your own business in the basement at this point, because we've started back from ground zero. The nail salons haven't been open. The hair salons have not been open. We've been surviving. We've been looking beautiful. I have. I don't know about everybody else. But I do need my nails done. But hell, that's what Lee press-on nails are for. I saw some. If shit get rough and I got somewhere to go, stick some on with some damn crazy glue and go on about my business. That's what I used to do when I was a teenager. All right. But we need to keep the money in our community. Like I said, we always want to include other people. And then like even Trina said what she said because Trina don't know she black. I told y'all there's some off black people. She's an off black person. Because what did she claim? She claimed what? That she is Dominican. And then it came out that she wasn't. Right. Why? Don't want to own who you are as a person. People ask me, am I something else? Am I from the islands? Are you this? And no. Blackity black, black, black. Black. Jet black. 8-ball black. That'd be me. All right? And I'm going to ride with my people. And here's the thing about Trina. I didn't feel like Trina needed to apologize for her opinion, but I think she needs to understand there's a time and a place for everything. But Trina did need to apologize for her fucking behavior. Her and Shekinah. Like, do people watch back what they're putting out? Like, you know, I mean, sometimes I forget. I don't watch my videos back. Like, some of the things I say, I'm like, wait, I said that? Because people will laugh about things. But I'm saying, if you on here acting a whole ass, right? But maybe you don't know you're being an ass, so that's why you don't watch it back. But you need to watch it back and reflect upon who you are. That's how you grow. Because, like I said, Trina and Shekinah put out a bad image. They put out that stereotype that's often said about black women. Y'all loud, y'all don't listen, y'all don't shut the fuck up. Can't nobody tell y'all nothing. I mean, and Trick was trying to tell her. But see, that's why people call me rude. Because I would have shut her right the fuck down. I'd have been like, mute her mic. Mute her mic. And maybe we would have had to step in the hallway. Maybe we would have might have had to tussle in the corner. I don't know. But the bitch, mute her fucking mic right now because she's playing herself, please. That's what friends are for. And also, you got to be careful who you're hanging around with. Like, it's great to have friends, right? I guess. I don't know. I have friends, but I don't hang around people like all day, every day, or whatever. But I do have people that I talk to, and they come from all walks of life. So we have different opinions and different views. But they're all, you know, smart people. But you got to be careful. You are what you eat. If you hanging out with people who are just like you, there's no fucking way you're going to grow ever. You're not aspiring to do anything more or be better. If you're hanging out with somebody who's on the same level, y'all both got, you know, y'all, neither one of y'all have shit, or both of y'all ignorant and ghetto as fuck. Where's the growth going to come from? Where's the change? Because Trina seems to be stuck. Like, the video I saw of her 2 weeks ago when she was going in on Kaya, I was concerned for her. I'm not even going to front, y'all. She was like, yeah, because I'm bougie. Check out my lace front. And she was doing all these shout outs like she was at a club. Remember back in the day when people used to call in to 98.7 Kiss and shit? They'd be like, I want to give a shout out to da-da-da-da. Who you want to shout out? You know, DJ Ralph McDaniel. Who you want to shout out? I want to shout out everybody in the SFVB. You know, all my savages. Everybody in the Bronx. She was going on and on, not saying a fucking thing. She was high as hell. And nobody cares. Like, the people sitting around Trina don't give a fuck about her. Because, or either if you tell her the truth, she gets rid of you. But I'm a real bitch. If you spiraling out of control and I tell you, it's either I continue to be your friend and I say nothing, or I tell you when you say fuck off, get ready to say fuck off. Because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to send it in a text. I might email you. I'm definitely going to tell you. And I might leave your ass a voicemail depending on how deep it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let you know. And then deuces. I'll be here when you're ready to come back. But somebody in her circle needs to get a hold of her. She's been having a lot of repeat offenses lately. Trina's been, like I said, crashing and burning. And nobody around her is saying or doing anything. She clearly has a drug problem. That's obvious. There's no way around that one. No way. And I think she was high, or maybe she had been up all night when she was on the radio the other morning. Or is she just that fucking trash? I don't know. But she's not the only one. But the anger and the rage that I felt from her, it was a different kind of anger and rage. And I also have to point out, and it's no dig at anyone, but those two women do not have children. So maybe that's why they feel the way they feel, because once they gone, they gone. There ain't nobody behind them. You know what I'm saying? So who gives a fuck? I'm more worried about my Gucci. That might be their reality. Like I said, the transgender, we also need to think about the mentally ill and the deaf people. How many people have been murdered? People's children. People have called the police to get assistance with their schizophrenic son or bipolar child or their bipolar spouse. And the reality is that when you're calling on a mental call, the police should already know when they get there that this person probably has a weapon of some sort, right? Clearly, why aren't y'all trained in how to handle that? Like, what is pepper spray really for, huh? Or the baton? Remember back in the day they used to use the batons? Now, one day when I was living in the hood, I was looking out the window and I see across the street, like this cop rolled by, and I look across the street and they must have saw a dude. He had a warrant, all right? So they tried to arrest the dude, and his girlfriend jumps in on the cop back. Like, the cop is by himself. So the cop got the dude like on the ground, the girlfriend is on his back, and then he turns around. And I was like, oh shit. He goes on his waist and he pulls out his motherfucking pepper spray and he sprayed her ass down to the ground. But it was a black cop. Yes. And the cops here are trained a little differently. They handle shit a little more smoother. We have incidents, don't get me wrong, but for the most part. But how are you not able to handle a person with a butter knife? How are you not able to handle an amputee in a wheelchair with a knife? Like, you really got to kill these people? It's just, so for Trina to be under the illusion that because she has her license and registration with her, like, let's be real, the way she was talking to Trick on the radio, if she was speaking to a police officer like that at a traffic stop, her ass would have got whooped or arrested, or both. At the end of the day, because you basically were resisting arrest. We're asking you to shut the fuck up and you refuse. We're telling you, we're begging you, be quiet, and you're not. They would have whooped her ass. Period, point blank. So, there you have it. And what's to be learned from that is, because you see how, I want to call him Chance the Rapper. What's his name? Not Tory Lane. See, it's Tory Lane? Yeah, Tory. No. Yeah, Tory shut Shekinah down. He just deaded it. Like, I'm not going to argue with you. You're done. You're an idiot. We have to do better. That's what I'm saying. Ladies, even ladies on here, on the YouTube streets acting a fucking fool. Like, understand this is how men are going to look at you. Like, real men are looking at you if they were to come across, because I think it's pretty much... I did come across a straight dude, though. A few straight guys lately, so maybe. But they're looking at y'all like y'all crazy. You're driving home the stereotype that black women are loud, rowdy, like to fight, ignorant, ghetto, shouldn't be raising children. And that's not what we want to be putting out there. In the midst of all of this still going on, we still need to take accountability for our own actions at the end of the day. And there's an image that we need to put out there. We need to be very fucking careful. We need to be professional. Now, I was talking to one of my girlfriends last night, and we had a little funny conversation because we were talking about how people, we all have different views and different opinions, but you will try to impose them. I won't say what it was, but I was laughing at her. I said, girl, if I see you, I'm going to push your ass into a wall, trust me. But I'm her friend. I'm going to hold her accountable. We have to hold people accountable. When you see your people spiraling out of control, doing bullshit they got no business, about to go to jail, losing their mind over some man or some bullshit, about to lose their job, getting high, crazy, drinking too much, spending too much money, say something. Say something. Okay, please. Don't let them use a Jedi mind trick on y'all with the officers leaning with the people, because it ain't enough officers leaning with the people. We need the whole fucking force to kneel. I'm sorry. Okay? So I'm happy for the few that are nailing. We're great. That's wonderful. But no, people, don't fall for the okie doke. Shout out to YouTube, Black YouTube Unlocked, real shit. Don't fall for the okie doke, because that's some bullshit. Our problems are way bigger and they're way wider. Like, we cannot go back now. We cannot dust this shit under the rug. That's not what can happen. And like Kaya asked too, where's the list of demands? I have some. There needs to be just a general website where we can go and put what we expect from the people. Also, how come there is not a database of all the black men that have been killed by police? Is the FBI tracking this shit? Because you can look on websites and you know, I'm a person, I don't believe the stats that they put out anyway, because the stats are put out by the government. So a lot of times when I hear people talking about statistics say this and the numbers say this percentage, if the shit came from the government and y'all see how the government is being run, why would y'all believe it? What they said, if you show me who you are, when they show you who they are, believe them. They showed you that they lies and they don't tell the goddamn truth. You can believe nothing that comes from there. So that's just what it is. You got to use your basic common sense, okay? Please. Like Tammy Roman, I watched her. She was saying about Trina. She's not going to cancel Trina. Like I said, we're not going to cancel Trina either over here. Trina need help. But she did say, on a side note, if anybody who broke into that Rolex store, gonna sell any of them Rolexes, DM her. Hey, let me tell you the funny shit. I was laughing at that because damn sure when I seen them broke in that Chanel store, I said, oh my God, are they gonna be selling those damn bags on the street? What the hell? Too soon? I don't know. They gotta sell them. They can't give them back. What the fuck? All right, listen. So the 2 students from Morehouse who were tased in the car, everybody was hand clapping for the officers who were arrested. But however, I think them officers were black. I think one of them was white. Not that it doesn't matter, officer arrested. But however, throughout history, we know that black officers are often arrested and do time. So we like breast. We like white meat. So we just bring us some breast. Thank you. Fried, baked, sauteed, grilled, but bring us some goddamn breast. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, does Antifa work for Trump? That would make sense. It would be in line with everything that's going on, okay, at the end of the day. Yes. Words matter. Y'all notice that CNN doesn't have any black women anchors? What's up with that? See, that's my other issue. We have to be represented all over the place. We need a whole list of demands. Like I said, pay. We need jobs. We need to be represented on television. How are all these white women getting up there talking about our struggle? You know, like last night, Chris Cuomo said some shit. I was like, excuse me? Oh, what did he say? You know, like they want to make it all about George Floyd. Okay, and I hate to bust everyone's bubble, but this is not all about George Floyd, okay? George Floyd was the catalyst. George Floyd was the dynamite stick, but this is not just about George Floyd. So please take the responsibility off of him. And also, did y'all notice in the media? I was thinking about this. I said, they pretty much only put the cop murdered family members on who are asking for forgiveness. But luckily, George Floyd's brother did say he wanted the death penalty, as so do I. But like, they don't really put the rebels up on there like, yo, everybody want to talk about peace and everybody want to, you know, give that scripted, expected response, you know, and then they keep talking about the violence that the rioters and, you know, the protesting and all of this, the violence. They're protesting over violence. So I'm just like, when are people going to start taking ownership for what's really going on in America? Because even the media is not. If you're paying attention to what they're saying, they talk in circles. Yeah. Because even like when they say the death of, you know, of George Floyd, it wasn't the death, it was the murder. Call it what it is. Don't be sugarcoating shit and using words. No. It wasn't the death. He didn't die at the hospital. He didn't get hit by a car. He was murdered on television. We all saw it. Downtown in the middle of the day. Okay, what did they say? I wrote this down. One thing that makes America great is the peaceful protesting. They don't want to see people armed. What we're doing. So okay, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. They want to say they want to see peaceful protesting. They don't want to see people armed. But what the fuck were the people doing at the Capitol building in Michigan? Did they not shut that building down because they were afraid and they didn't want to go to work? They didn't go down there and confront anybody. They didn't send any National Guard over there. They blocked the nurses going to the hospital to treat people that were dying, and nobody gave a shit. So we want to live peacefully. Right. We don't want to protest. This ain't what we want to do. We want equality. Period. We got to still be begging for this shit. Yeah. So here's the thing too. They also said that they are tracking, dismantling, and prosecuting Antifa. But why aren't they doing that to the road police officers within the departments who've murdered and been promoted? Officers, every officer who has had a complaint filed against them, the shit should be reviewed, and the people should decide whether their ass stays or goes, whether it's valid or not. Not internal affairs, not the FBI, because as we see, they all work together like the coroner's office. We're not going to be fooled anymore. Well, we were never fooled, but now that we done fucking shit, the gate is wide open, there's just some things that we ain't having. And that right there, it should be a no. Okay, let's see. The president threatened to release dogs on the people. That's how he's trying to de-escalate the situation, y'all, by releasing the dogs. The threat of that is just disgusting, that he would even mention that, especially what happened back in Alabama when they released those dogs on the children. And he would say that. They want people to be able to go to City Hall to voice their concerns peacefully. But I want to remind y'all, remember that black officer a few months ago who went to the IRS to get some form or something, and the security guard called the police on him, followed him around, and I believe the security guard pulled a gun on him too. Right, it was a fucking security guard, but he's a black police officer being disrespected. So you're worried about people wanting to go to City Hall to voice their concerns peacefully? We as black people would like to go into City Hall as well and handle our business peacefully. Think about that. See, they don't really get it. We gotta have to open up the dialogue with them. That's the thing. It's painful. It's gonna hurt us to because how could you be so dumb and mean and evil and not understand what's going on? Those are the emotions. Like, what are you, a dumb fuck? How do you not know that's wrong? But they don't. They don't. Right. So yes, now they care about immigrant and black businesses. Like I said, how many of them black businesses are fronted by like a lot of them hairdressers that y'all go to and y'all think those black women own those salons? They don't own those salons wholeheartedly on their own. They have backers. Yeah, it's not all their shit. They might own 40% of the shit, but it's not theirs. So these black businesses, like, we really need to get real black businesses that are solely owned by us, for us, by us. Okay, FUBU. Because this situation is FUBU too. Fucked up beyond understanding. It's hard to understand how people don't know that this is wrong, but they don't. They're saying they're going to get to the bottom of what happened to George Floyd. They were troubled by the video. Here's the thing. We all saw the video. What are they getting to the bottom of? See, this is what I'm saying. Double talking bullshit. Words matter. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Ain't nothing to get to the bottom of. We saw it. What we need is a sentence and a conviction. A conviction and a death sentence. The president also said that the young Secret Service is out and they need to get their practice in. See, these are things that the president is saying, right? They only have a few bad apples on the police force. Per the National Security Advisor, there are only a few bad apples, not everybody. Even though we've been seeing people getting their asses whooped all over the news, but there are only a few. The other question was why Chauvin was still allowed to be on the force, and he's had all those incidents. That's a good question. And the police chief there is a black man, but guess what? We know as a black man on the police force, what did I tell y'all before? If you're a non-white male, you're a minority, period. So you got to sell your soul, pretty much. But I say that Chauvin was still on the police force for the same reason that Donald Trump is still president. Right? Period. So Chris Cuomo also said that since George Floyd's family wants peace, everyone should be cool. Everyone needs to chill the fuck out since George Floyd's family wants peace. Like I said, this ain't about just George Floyd's family. Hello, there are many George Floyds, many more George Floyds that got added to the list this week. So no, George Floyd's family can want whatever the hell they want to want. They don't control all of the black people. They don't represent. They represent some of our pain, but they don't represent all our pain. So they can't speak for all of us. Just like T.I. can't speak for us. Killer Mike can't speak for us. Nobody can speak for all of us. I can't speak for all of us. Okay, I represent a percentage of people. Alright, just like we all do. But no. Just because the Floyd family wants peace, we should all just, it should be peaceful. I mean, like I said, I don't want anybody else to get killed. I don't want anybody else to get hurt. No, they shouldn't be looting. Like, we're on day 9 now, right? The funeral has happened. I think things are going to thin out as far as the shit to be torn up, because they've already torn up everything. But the protesting must continue. It can't stop right now. You can't let up now. We got to keep our knees on their motherfucking necks.